West Asia is in the middle of an extraordinary crisis. Israel has been bombing Gaza relentlessly after Hamas launched an unprecedented terror attack on Israeli territory on October 7th. Over 14,000 Palestinians have died in the Israeli onslaught. World leaders have been calling for an end to the war and the merciless killing of the people of Gaza, most of whom have been children. But the key to this lies with one person who is neither an Israeli nor a Palestinian. It is the ruler of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad al-Thani. And he's managed to bring both sides to a temporary truce. Qatar is one of the world's richest countries. It has the third largest gas reserves and the sixth highest per capita income. So what Sheikh al-Thani aims to do is to make Qatar a key player in geopolitics, and he's been quite successful at it. We'll tell you how. Uniquely for a country its size, Qatar has been one of the world's most proactive mediators in recent decades. It has been a neutral peacemaker in several international and intranational conflicts across West Asia and Africa. Doha has emerged to be a primary problem solver and an advocate of dialogue in Lebanon, Iran, Afghanistan, Sudan, and even Ukraine and Gaza. It has also hosted the Taliban and still hosts the political wing of Hamas. So why did Qatar aim to attain this position of a mediator? One of the key reasons is survival strategy. It needs to make itself indispensable to major world players with its vast supplies of liquid gas. Also, it needs to keep itself protected from unwelcome interventions by its larger neighbors like Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Another reason is international prestige. The Israel-Hamas war handed Qatar's ruler a chance to attain a profile higher, playing a role in the release of over 200 hostages held by Hamas, including foreign nationals, children, and the elderly. This is no mean feat. Unlike its neighbors, Qatar is not worried by the threat of political Islamists. Why? Because it hosts Islamist groups like Hamas. However, it does not endorse the October 7 Hamas attack. But Qatar does say the responsibility lies with Israel due to occupation. Doha even tried to influence Tehran not to escalate the conflict. It has argued for tougher condemnation of Israel, accusing it of genocide. But Qatar's ambition to be a mediator has not been without opposition, especially in the Israel-Hamas war. Israel's far-right extremists and the Republicans in the US accuse Qatar of hosting terrorists. Despite this, it has enjoyed strong support from America. Qatar even hosts the largest US military base in West Asia. When it came to the Israel-Hamas negotiation, Egypt was a tough competitor to Qatar for the role of a mediator. Some in Israel believe Egyptian intel has better lines into Hamas than Qatar, and that Qatar doesn't have the same lines to Israeli intelligence. So it was a tough task. After over 40 days of intense fighting and with large parts of Gaza destroyed, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a 4-day truce.
Parties in order to ascertain the lists.
Bring them home now! No! Bring them home now! Bring them.
In exchange, Hamas has agreed to release 50 hostages, including women and children, out of the 237 abducted on October 7th.
Bring them home now! Bring them home now!
In return, Israel has agreed to release 150 Palestinian women and children from its prisons. Qatar says the deal would allow an increased flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. Israel says it could extend the pause beyond 4 days, adding 1 day for every additional 10 hostages released by Hamas. So far, Qatar has proven itself to be a competent mediator in reducing tensions, but not crucially in resolving conflicts. Its mediation efforts are likely to continue, but the outcomes remain to be seen.